Good morning, students. We are going to continue the chapter Respiration in Organism, and today I will explain you human respiratory system. Before that, first know that what is breathing and respiration. Breathing is the process of intake of air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide, whereas respiration is the process of releasing energy from the breakdown of food. So, in breathing, we take oxygen which enters the lungs, and then we release carbon dioxide. Thus, it is a exchange of gases which takes place during breathing. And so it is a cyclic process which involves two processes, inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation means taking in of air rich in oxygen, and exhalation means releasing out the air which is rich in carbon dioxide. So, breathing is a process where gases are exchanged on physical level, whereas in respiration, a chemical reaction takes place where food is oxidized in the cell and release energy. So, now you can differentiate between breathing and respiration. पहले in lower classes you think that breathing and respiration are same, but now you are able to differentiate between it. So, what are the difference between breathing and respiration? First point, breathing is the process of inhalation and exhalation, and respiration is the process of releasing energy by the oxidation of food molecules. Second, breathing is a physical process, whereas respiration is chemical process. Third, breathing takes place outside the cells, whereas respiration takes place inside the cells. And the fourth one, in breathing, no energy is released, whereas in respiration, energy is released during the process. Now, the respiratory system. The respiratory system comprises of many organs. So, one by one, we will read about all the organs and its function. The organs involved here are nostril, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea or windpipe. Windpipe is also known as trachea. Then bronchi, bronchioles and lungs. And lastly, alveoli. So, there are three major parts of the respiratory system: the airway, how the air enters inside it, and what happens inside, how it reaches to the lungs. So, first is it starts with the nostrils and the nasal cavity, that from the main external opening for the respiratory system. We inhale by the help of our nose. The mouth or the oral cavity can be used to supplement or replace the cavity's function when needed. Sometimes we respire through our mouth also, but it is Always advisable to breathe through nose as the nasal cavity is lined by tiny hair known as cilia which traps the dust and pollution around. In our nose there are many hairs which traps the dust particles and filter the air. So we are not supposed to inhale through our mouth. रेयर केस में ही हम लोगों को मुंह से सांस लेनी चाहिए. अदरवाइज वी शुड यूज आवर नोज. Then the pharynx, also known as the throat, it is a muscular funnel that extends from the end of the nasal cavity to that of the esophagus. Esophagus, it is a part of food pipe, and larynx, part of airway. So it is present in the throat, and then the inhaled air moves through the pharynx where it is diverted into the opening of the larynx by a flap of elastic cartilage known as epiglottis. वहाँ एक फ्लैप लाइक कवर होता है जो फूड जो हम लोग खाते हैं उसको फूड पाइप में जाने से रोक फूड पाइप में जाने देता है और विंड पाइप में जाने से रोकता है. Because both are connected here, the food pipe and the wind pipe, it is very close to each other. The larynx is also known as voice box. It is a short section of the airway that connects to the trachea. The larynx contains cartilage rings and vocal cords which allow the body to produce the sounds of speech and singing. That means we speak through our voice box or larynx. And the last, the trachea or windpipe, is a 5-inch long tube made up of cartilage rings. The rings of cartilage making up the trachea allow it to remain open to air at all times. And the open end of the cartilage rings faces towards the esophagus, allowing the esophagus to expand into the space occupied by the trachea to accommodate masses of food moving through. So, the main function or how the air travels is from nostril to nasal passage to pharynx, larynx, trachea, then bronchi, bronchioles, and lastly the alveoli. Next is lungs, the respiratory organ. Lungs are present inside our chest and protected by the rib cage. The ribs also support the lungs and help to pump air in and out when we breathe. So there are two elastic lungs in the thoracic cavity. Which is surrounded by a thin pleural membrane which provides the lung with space to expand. Space is there and the lungs get expands while we expansion and contraction is there when we inhale and exhale. So lungs being extremely soft and fragile, it is guarded by rib cage. The left lung is slightly smaller in size to accommodate the heart. As the heart is towards the left, it is tilted towards the left. So the left lung is slightly smaller in size so that the heart get accommodated there. The lung is made up of tiny sacs known as alveoli. At last, in the lungs where the two branches which is known as bronchioles, bronchi, and then its branches are there, which is known as bronchioles. Bronchioles ended in a sac-like structure or bag-like structure, which is known as alveoli. And the alveoli are balloon-like structure, which is present at the end of the bronchioles and surrounded by capillaries. Blood capillaries surrounds alveoli, which allow the gaseous exchange between the air that enters the alveoli and the blood passing through the capillaries. And third one, muscle participating in respiration. The diaphragm is there. At the lower part of the lungs, there is a dome shaped muscles known as diaphragm. It is the most important muscles that forms the floor of the thoracic cavity. When the diaphragm contracts, oxygen rich air is pulled into the lungs, and when the diaphragm relaxes, carbon dioxide rich air is pumped out of the lungs. So, this is all about the respiratory system in human being. Then the mechanism, how do we breathe, we will explain, or I will explain you later, because it will become too lengthy to get understand. So first you can learn all the organs associated with respiratory system and its function.